MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Houston Astros and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I think this series has played out exactly how we expected it to. At 2 games to 1, it's been tightly contested, back and forth. We've got 2 teams worthy of being here, and I think this will go at least 6 games before it's all said and done.
All right. The stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Ryan Yarbrough will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, Danny?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
Leading off tonight for Houston, the second baseman, Alcs.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
First pitch, 7:05.
2-0 now. Two balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And that's the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 3.
Next up for the Astros, Miles Straw. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Straw is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Lance McCullers is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, Lance McCullers might have the best right-handed breaking ball in the game of baseball. Has the kind of hard slider that he could throw 4 or 5 times in a row and still get swings and misses. Good fastball, too. 93 to 95 miles an hour. Wipeout, and I mean wipeout breaking ball. His changeup has gotten better every year. If he's throwing strikes early, he's a nightmare on hitters.
And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Batting second, the first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's outside.
1 out, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Knuckle curve is off the bottom edge. 2 balls and no strikes.
No strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
3-1. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Up next for the Rays, Randy Arozarena. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
A 1-0 delivery. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Diaz stands at first with 1 out. 3-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Here it is, the 3-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The 3-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in there and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Buy yourself that pop-committed fastball and cheat.
To the plate now, Brandon Lau, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Ready with the 0-1. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. First and second now, 1 man out. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now a ground ball for Altuve could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Now at the plate, Austin Meadows. And their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. McCullers is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty D. I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
The 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk in the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled away. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. There's the knuckle curve laid off. 1-1. Good break on the knuckle curve, but he missed with it. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Ready with the 2-1.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Payoff pitch on its way. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. All set for the start of the inning. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They're in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is trying to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
Taken, but called a strike. Good action on the sinker, 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Still 2-2. None out, runners at first and second. A bouncer to the left side, reined in. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
That is seven. The first baseman, number 10. UEFT Gurriel.
Set, here it comes. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Has a look, now the pitch.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Batting it, the right fielder, number 30, Kyle.
So the bases are loaded here with one man gone, and in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
They get the force at the plate, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Batting up, the catcher, Martin.
So stepping in, Martin Maldonado, and a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Looking to wiggle out of this, here it is.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
He's set, the 0-1.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
The set and the 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Meadows moving back, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
With the sacks full right there, it's kind of unfortunate to hit the ball that well and see it bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. All 3 runs might have scored if that ball stayed in the ballpark. Instead, they'll have to just settle for 2 for right now.
Jose Altuve is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Second and third, 2 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
a strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And another foul ball. Here's the 2-2. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Astros 2, the Rays nothing. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. Past meetings against Lance McCullers. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Mike Zunino.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. The 1-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Payoff pitch home to Zunino. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the versatile center fielder Manuel Margot. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off 1-0.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Now the 1-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. 2 out with the man at first. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Correa. Scooped up onto Altuve for the force out, and the inning is over. Rays strand just the one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Standing in, Miles Strong. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Margot's under it. 1 out. Digging in, Michael Brantley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 1-1 home. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And Brantley will reach. He's got a base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Debro, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, you have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball. Was able to find the hole.
And he just manages to get his hand in. Into the box, Yordan Alvarez. Oh, right back to him on the mound. Oh, but the feed is offline. Couldn't hit the shortstop covering the bag. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the belt, the pitch. In there, 0-1.
0-1.
From the stretch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Bare-handed for 1. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Now at the plate, Carlos Correa. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. '50th pitch of the game on its way. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance.
Gone!
Carlos Correa with a 2-run shot. His second home run of the series as the Astros will open up a 5-0 lead.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
So here's Yuli Gurriel.
The first baseman, number 10.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count. Nope, outside.
Count remains 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the Astros 5, the Rays 0. And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
In there, strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Now here's the pitch. Liner towards second. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Randy Arozarena. First pitch on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Lau, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Runner goes. Pitch inside, the throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing the bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Rays held in check here. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%.
The 2021 American and National League Championship Series games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Green Bay 2021.
All set for the start of the fourth. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Kyle Tucker.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 0-1. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Martin Maldonado. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. One 0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. Maldonado behind the ball and 2 strikes.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
5 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. Full count now, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, second baseman.
Back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. First delivery to him on the way. Runners off for second. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
The 2021 National League Championship Series Game 4 matchup will be coming up next. C2 Milwaukee Brewers, C4 Los Angeles Dodgers.
This one in. On to first, and they get the double play. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Astros on top, 5-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Austin Meadows. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hits this one hard the other way, and that's through for a hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. Fouled off. First time up, he went down looking. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
The 2-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Stepping in now, Ji-Man Choi. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
So now to the plate, Michael Brasso in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No movement on base. It's ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way.
Ball 3.
On deck, the big bat of Mike Zunino. Three and one.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. Into the box now, Mike Zunino comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. Hard hit toward the hole, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the center fielder,
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 0-1 pitch on its way.
That's the ball. Yep, that ball went out.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Coming in is Tucker. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, The inning is over. One more look at the full extension catch that strands two men on the base paths. Game 4 rolls along. We're back after this. New inning set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Miles Straw.
Number 3.
First offering on its way. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
3-0 to him now. Here's the pitch. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
But an atom ball right to him for the first out.
23. Michael Brantley.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. On to first, and there are 2 down. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
One of the big keys to pitching well is getting ahead early on, and it's been far from that for this guy so far. Less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Now another 1-2. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're up 5-1. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The first baseman.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to the Rays' first baseman. The 2-1 home. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Brantley is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping into the box, Randy Arozarena. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. The 1-2. Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Settling in now, Brandon Lau. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
The Los Angeles Dodgers led Series 3-0 in the 2021 National League
Might have to
Championship
change your
Series
game
Season
plan in the
5.
box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Weak grounder down the line at third. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate now, Austin Meadows. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Last time through was a base hit. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second home run of the series, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Joey Wendell digs in now.
The third baseman.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Hard ground ball to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's the Astros 5 and the Rays 3. Colin McHugh takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Rays, number 46, Colin.
Stepping into the box, Alex Bregman. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Leading off for Houston, the third baseman.
First delivery to him on the way.
Bregman.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Unable to find the zone with the slider. He's 1 for 2 in this one. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 10.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Now the 1-0.
Yeah.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Ryan Stanek enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 56, Ryan Stanek.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and digging in is the DH, the switch hitter, Ji-Man Choi.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Low with the splitter, ball 1.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
Stanek, a 6'4" right-hander. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Popped him up. Correa is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Brasso. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 0-1 on its way. This is skied into short left center. Here comes Brantley. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. So here's Mike Zunino, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Here it comes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. They're still down 5-3. Ryan Thompson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 81, Ryan Thompson.
Into the box now, Kyle Tucker. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Kyle Tucker.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Diaz is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Martin Maldonado. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. One out, nobody on. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. And well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That evens it up, 1-1. Grounded to third. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3, and it remains 5-3. Pedro Baez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 52, Pedro Baez.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Manuel Margot, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out.
The first baseman.
Stepping in, Yandy Diaz. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Baez was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. Here comes the 0-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Ball 2.
2 and 2.
Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Standing in now, Randy Arozarena. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Back up the middle. That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Into the box now, Brandon Lau. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. A ball and a strike. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. Jeffrey Springs has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Leading off the inning, Miles Straw, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Now a changeup misses here to begin the 8th. It's 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Now here it comes.
Count 3-0.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate. From the stretch, there goes the runner. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. So 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Three balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. There's 1. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2 is a called 3rd strike down in the zone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have the calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
To the plate now, Alcs Bregman, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. The bouncer to the left side. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Astros leave 1 as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And set to go is the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
The 2021 National League Championship Series Game 5 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 1 Tampa Bay Rays, Seed 2 Houston Astros.
Didn't get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. Just have to say, so what, and make another good pitch.
Just missing here, 2-0.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called the ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, He opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tied run to the plate.
The 3-1. Fouled off. Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
At the plate, Austin Meadows, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Hit in the air to center field. Strong is in his tracks now. And there's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
New pitcher coming on now as we get a look at the sidearmer, Joe Smith.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Houston, number 38, Joe Smith.
Digging in to try it again, Joey Wendell. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
Yeah.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Sinker, 3-2 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Tucker. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Peter Fairbanks enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping in the long ball threat, Carlos Correa. First delivery to him on the way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Lays off. 2-2 now. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the ninth. Standing in, Yuli Gurriel. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider tails outside for ball one. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Bases are empty, one man out. Now it's 2-0. Fairbanks stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He was a 9th round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
This is line to left. Meadows is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now back, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Now to the plate, Kyle Tucker, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. And it remains 5-3. Ryan Presley is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 55, Ryan Presley.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And standing in is the DH, Ji-Man Choi.
The designated hitter, Ji-Man Choi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Bouncer to the left side, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with 1 swing, but a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
Here's the first pitch to him. Michael Brasso is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
A ball and a strike. A runner at second, nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. Ready with the 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Mike Zunino comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The 2-0. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Sure. Blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate. And the deficit is down to only 1 now. In now, Manuel Margot. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Ball and 2 strikes now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 1-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A full count to the Rays center fielder. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Into the box, Yandy Diaz. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out, and the Astros are going to take a commanding 3-1 lead here in the series as this ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
This evening's game comes to an end 5-4, the final tally. The Houston Astros have taken a 3-1 lead in this league championship series. Lance McCullers is credited with the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 5 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Rays, 4 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout of 31,042. The Rays thank you and hope you'll join us again real soon at Tropicana Field.
The Houston Astros led Series 3-1 in the 2021 American League Championship Series Season 5.